Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to IAA. Haven't been here in a while, actually a very long time to be honest. But I picked up a Dodge Charger and I think I got it at a fairly good price. Insurance was the seller, $1,000 was the winning bid. And I am waiting for them to pull it out. It says, I think, driver's side damage. I didn't really see anything. The only thing that was a little bit suspicious to me is it seemed like the passenger wheel wasn't as turned to the right as the driver wheel was. But it's super minor, but I am, at first glance, just going off of the pictures, suspecting minor suspension damage, like a control arm or something along those lines. But it shouldn't be anything major. My biggest thing is I hope it makes it to the lot from here because I did not come with a trailer and my wonderful ride is going elsewhere. So once the car gets here, I'm gonna start it. Hopefully it starts on its own because I'm not coming from the lot. It's early morning and I don't even have my jump box. I grabbed what I had from home, some jumper cables, a little bit of oil, and a bottle of water for coolant. So I'm not prepared. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot. They always put the keys around and I don't have wire cutters. So this is what happens when I don't do business with IAA or Copart very often. But hopefully all goes well. We will start it. I will let it run, make sure it doesn't overheat, and then I'm gonna try to drive it to the lot. So don't go anywhere. Welcome to another video. Uh-oh. Okay, Noah, what do you think?
What?
No? Yeah.
I want to spoil on it.
What do you think?
Drive by.
Okay, guys. So, auction was misleading about what happened to this thing. There it is. Take a look. And look at that. Those are literal bullet holes. Let's take another look. But I guess if it's just bullet holes, that's totally fine, honestly. Okay, so wheels are fine. So you see this one and then this one. In person, they look totally okay. The car's filthy, obviously. But if this is all that was wrong with it, $1,000 winning bid for 2 bullet holes and a broken window, I will take it all day, every day. This is a Dodge Charger. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. See, if I start the car without cutting this, I can't turn the steering wheel, but we have the lights on. So I am assuming and hoping that the car will start on its own, but I will, look at that, where it came out of the bullet. Curious if it's in there. Curious if anyone died. I don't see any blood or anything, so I doubt it. Maybe it was just parked. State Farm. Engine actually looks pretty decent. Where's my... There we go. Let's see if we got any milkiness or anything. Nope. Beautiful. Do we have oil? Beautiful. Do we have coolant? Yes, we do. So in theory, I think this car will be totally fine to drive, but I need wire cutters. I'm gonna go ask this guy. We got some. Yes.
No one's gonna be able to drive that car.
Okay, now let's cut this. There we go. We could get rid of this too. Oh, there's 2 sets of keys. I did not see that. Look at that. And we even have some license plates, but we have some glass here, so I'll have to be very safe. Okay, got those returned to the owner. And I apologize, I'm kind of doing everything with one hand. Okay. Wish me luck. Oof. 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 Do you hear that? Oof.
but that honestly could have been a cold start. If the engine hasn't been started in say 2-3 months, by the time they went through the insurance process, that could be the reason. Honestly, it doesn't sound that bad anymore. But that did scare me.
So I am going to let it run for a few minutes, maybe at least 5 minutes. But honestly, seeing the damage kind of gathering in between the lines, the car was parked, drive-by happened, and insurance wrote it off. I don't think that this car will have any mechanical issues. I hope it won't.
Oh, what a clean one. But I mean, just look at how filthy this car is, and like all the other cars that are coming out. This one has definitely been parked for a long time. We're gonna have some license plates, but I will need to order a new glass right there. I'll probably do, well, yeah, I'll do an oil change on it. Oil didn't seem super dirty, but it wasn't super clean. So get that done. And yeah, I think this was a pretty solid buy. Tires look fine. And yeah, engine sounds fantastic now. What do you think, Noah? You like the car?
So IA has been having some break-ins and whatnot, and they hired security, and this guy was something else. One, he was dumb slow. Two, he wasn't making no darn sense. Three, I just realized we have no windows, so it's probably going to be loud. But anyways, where I was going with this is, we've been parked at the gate for a few minutes, so the car is up to temperature, engine purrs. I am doing my first 40 miles per hour. It shits like butter. It feels very buttoned down, no rattles, no nothing, aside from, you know, the obvious. But we are heading to the lot. Hopefully we make it. I guess we could get a second look there and kind of go through the game plan of what's gonna happen with this thing. The Dodge made it to the lot with literally no issues. And once this loud, whatever it is, goes through, I'll let you guys listen to the engine. It purrs. There's no rattles, there's no clunkiness. It feels extremely buttoned down and super, super tight. Look at that. She happy, happy, happy. I ordered a new oil filter. It is on the way to me now. I looked at the driver glass, looking at about $62, and I'd be able to replace it myself. The other thing with these bullet holes, what I'm thinking of doing is actually buying some Bondo, putting some Bondo on it, and then touch-up paint. I'm not replacing the doors. I have no interest in replacing the doors. So that's how I will sell it. And then obviously all of this dirt and whatnot, that's gonna go to my detailer. They'll clean it out. I found some sunglasses. Actually, let's see what's in the trunk. And gaslight came on while we were driving here. But again, it runs super, super nice. The other thing is, look, the plate, we had both plates and they expire in 2024. So someone obviously was planning on keeping this car, driving it, using it, and then this happened. That's from the driver seat, I'm assuming. So nothing really exciting in the trunk or inside the car, no awesome freebies, but this thing runs really, really, really well mechanically, so I'm very happy about it. So, with fees, I think I paid $1,421, something like that. IA Copart, man, the fees are just dumb. Like Manheim, Odessa, dealer auctions, ACV, backlog cars, I mean, whatever. The fees on a $1,000 purchase would have been like $200, if not less. Here, more than double. It just, I don't know, it drives me nuts. Like, why do they have to be so freaking greedy with fees and whatnot? It doesn't make sense. But anyways, I am assuming, so $62 for new glass. Bondo kit is like 16 bucks. Oil change will be around 40, 50 bucks. So say $150 in miscellaneous stuff. And then detail, say $200. So $350 put into this car. So I'll be, what, 1,700, 1,800 bucks into it. I think I could get maybe 3.5, 4 out of it. easy, because again, mechanically, honestly, it shifts good, the brakes are good. I got no complaints. So, gonna go upstairs, start ordering up parts, wait for those to get here. We'll get everything done, get this thing sold.
Several days later.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are a few days into owning Dodge Charger. I left it at the lot from the last clip. It sat there for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. I ordered all the parts I was gonna order for it. And today I brought it home because I was like, okay, let me spend some time driving it, make sure everything is good. Because, you know, the initial drive was fantastic, absolutely no issues. But I like to drive the cars I'm selling just so that I could tell the next, you know, customer, hey, I drove it 30, 40 miles, didn't notice any issues, it shifts good, whatever. So I typically do that with almost every car, like 98% of the cars. That's actually the reason why I buy fun cars, but I don't drive them very often because that's just the way I do it. Anyways, the one thing I noticed, the brakes squeak a little bit. Not crazy, but a little bit. And I was thinking, okay, the car's been parked obviously for a very, very long time. It is very filthy. I will show it to you guys again in a second. So maybe it got dust or whatever. So I kept driving it, and now pulling up to the house, I almost like feel a slight grind from the front rotors. So I'm assuming the front brake pads might be on their way out. So I will have to check that. Right now I am going to do an oil change on it so it has fresh oil. This is the white car, and I'll show you guys the windshield. Obviously, you know, comparison from this to that. Or here we go. This side will show you what it kind of looked like. But this is the car itself. Look at how filthy that is. That's bad. But anyways, I have fresh oil. I have an oil filter for it. I'm gonna raise it up. I'm gonna try to inspect visually the brake pads. If not, then I'll probably have to pull off the wheel and tire to take a better look. This is on the way. It should actually be here in 2 days. So if I do need brakes, then obviously I'm not gonna drive the car. I'll just park it here. And then once the new window comes in, I'll have brake pads by then. Because brake pads I could get delivered same day. Window is, you know, it's not a maintenance item, so those are usually kind of special ordered, if you will. So the other thing is I've been racking my brain. How and what like scenario happened that this car was shot at and has 2 bullet holes? And then I noticed this. That is obviously a blood stain. And I'm assuming that right there is also a blood stain. So now, with that being said, I'm assuming there was a passenger here. So either, I don't know, like Portland sucks, maybe it was gang related, or Portland sucks and maybe road rage incident, I don't know. I could only assume, but you know, assuming doesn't do any good. But I guess this is a logical conclusion that I came to. Someone was sitting there, window was rolled down, maybe altercation happened, boom, boom, window gets busted out, 2 holes in the car, and now I have it. So, crazy. First one for me, to be honest. But here we have it. We're gonna roll with it. Very happy with the car to this point. And let's get this done. I'm gonna do the oil change off video, maybe give you guys very minor updates along the way. But the goal is to get it done, get it cleaned up, get it sold, let you guys know the turnaround and how much money I made.
Several days later.
Here's where we are with the Dodge Charger. I just wanted to provide an update because I want a sale in this video, so basically start to finish, run through the numbers with you guys, and I don't want a long video. So Bondo came in, and first time using Bondo. I've never used it before. It's already pretty darn hard. Same with this one. Obviously it's super ugly right now, but I'll let it cure another, I don't know, maybe 24 hours or so. And then I'll try to sand it down, and then I need to still get paint by the paint code, which I have not done yet. I started to kind of clean it up, as you guys can see, and I'm
I've seen a lot of like this stuff. The seat right here, the bolster's a little bit dirty. You know, little things like this that I will most likely not get to, or if I do, it won't be a super duper awesome job. And I want this car to be clean. So, made a decision to not spend 2 hours cleaning it. I'd rather just pay the detailers, have them do it, and they'll do inside out, engine bay. Basically, the car will be ready to go. So what I will be doing, oil change is done. Brake pads have been delivered today. New glass is coming in also today. It's out for delivery. So once that gets here, I will get those done. And then probably today's Saturday. Most likely won't drop it off at the detailer until Monday. So Monday this car will go in to get detailed, and then essentially, honestly, it's going to be ready to go because everything else is done. It passed DEQ. Mechanically, it runs good, it shifts good. So yeah, just get the brake pads done, window replaced, and then detail. So I'm going to show it to you guys. Well, I guess in the bundle stuff. I'm going to show it to you guys all filthy and dirty one last time, because I think the next clip you guys will see will be the car all cleaned up and detailed and more or less ready to go. I don't have my camera with me, but I do have my cell phone, but the angle might be a little. But guys, the Dodge is done. It is all cleaned up. I think I locked it. I literally just posted it for sale. And obviously, like I told you guys, this isn't going to be perfect. I might touch that up in a day once it kind of dries up, but it looks a lot better, you know, obviously with no holes. Thing I actually ended up doing was replacing all brake pads, because the first set that I got, man, you learn so much about cars when you're in the business. Allegedly, there are two types of brake pads for the front: 2-piston and single piston. There's a single piston, so the brake pads are a little bit smaller. The first set that I got, they were a little bit bigger, they didn't fit, so I returned those. And then I found a full set for, it was like $20 more, $15 more, and I was like, whatever, I'll just do all four. It ain't gonna hurt. The brake pads were, honestly, when I pulled them off, they seemed like they were at least 50-60% front and rear, but they still squeaked. They made noise, and they looked like they were semi-metallic, where these are ceramic brake pads, so they don't make as much noise. And again, they're brand new, so I think I paid $60 for a full set front and rear. The numbers, as of right now, I am $1,811 into this car. I just listed it for sale for $4,500. If I sell it, say, for $4,000, I'm gonna more than double my money. But I kind of want a quick sale, so I did price it a little bit lower. Carfax shows that it was vandalism, very minor damage, has fresh oil. I mean, the car runs really, really well. I did like 150 miles in it, doesn't skip a beat, shifts great, has great power. The motor purrs. Honestly, from where we started to where we are now, this car is fantastic and it's ready to go. So we'll see how long it's gonna take to sell. Hopefully we get a sale quickly. And then I'll let you guys know how much I made on this car, and you guys will see the whole process start to finish. We're almost done.
Several days later.
I am happy to announce that the Dodge Charger has been sold. So originally, okay, I am $1,800 into this Charger. Originally, I was planning for a super quick flip, listed for $3,500, sell it super fast. But then I started to look at comps. Clean title, they were all like $7,000 plus. I was like, look, for $3,500 for, you know, 2 holes in the doors, and then mechanically, I mean, it didn't skip a beat. It shifted good, there's no hiccups, it passed emissions. I mean, no issues. It was actually a really well cared for Dodge. So I was like, $3,500, I already know I'm gonna get people with really dumb questions, and they're gonna try to lower the price even more. So I listed it at $4,500. I've had probably 25 people reach out in probably a week and a half, 2 weeks, and had a whole bunch of offers at $4,000. Every single one of them, I told them $4,300 is what it's gonna take to buy it, cash. So I had this family come out from Salem. which is like hour south from us. And they showed up, they drove it. Again, thing had no issues, runs great, and 4,300 bucks, it's sold. So you guys could do the math, see how much money I made on that one. My videos have been kind of slow to upload, but I've been shifting more into this style of format for videos, basically start to finish. I won't do every single car that I buy and sell like this, but what I'm gonna show you, most of it will be kind of focused this way. So I'm sorry that things are not uploading as frequently as they used to, but that's the reason why. So Dodge is done, Dodge is sold. I have probably, you know, not to really show you, but if you guys saw some cars behind me, there's a handful of projects that I'm working on. So thank you for watching, consider subscribing. See you guys in another video.